Hi everyone, let's do our daily energy healing. My name is Lindsay. I'm an intuitive energy healer. I'm going to choose a card and we're going to do some powerful healing. So comment below that you're open to this healing. Put your favorite emojis. The more emojis, the better. Okay. And we're going to call in God, universe, angels, all of the highest beings of infinite love and light to help with this session, Divine Mother Earth, and allowing this healing to go to you, your loved ones, your soul family, your ancestors, entire collective, for the highest and greatest good of all. And the card is loosen your grip. It says coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. So just take a moment and feel this card, sense this card, whatever messages or downloads or feelings or frequencies that are meant to come to you, or wisdom. For me, what's coming up is like releasing and letting go. Let's let go of those old stories that we might be gripping onto and clinging onto. You know the story that's ready to go. I'm sure it's already popping in your mind. That pattern that's just been like, and it is time for it to go. It's time for it to go. Okay. So we're gonna loosen up the grip. We're gonna loosen up the grip of the control. So a lot of times we can be in control mode. We can be in control mode and not even realize it. But having awareness, you can start to realize and witness and notice when you go into control. Okay. So let's just connect with the energy of control, because this is actually something that I've been doing. I love shadow work, right? And this is Scorpio season, so the shadows are coming out to play even more. Like, you can feel it and see it a lot more easily. It's a great time. And also, like, just in general, I love shadow work because you get to know these parts of you. All parts of you are beautiful, and all parts of you have such amazing gifts and wisdom if you allow yourself to see, right? See the magic in the shadows. So I've been exploring control and all the different ways that I control in all the different areas of my life, and noticing that, right? So just take a moment to just notice where in your life you're controlling. Where in your life that you're controlling, and where in your life you could use a little bit of surrender and loosening of the grip and letting go. Okay. For me, what was coming up for me as I've been moving through this, one part of it is like in my heart, like where I was trying to control like how much love comes through, how much energy comes through, right? And noticing that, I was able to soften my heart in those moments, right? And just reminding my heart that I'm safe, right? Reminding my heart that I'm safe because I am safe, right? My heart was gripping on to control due to like past experiences, but becoming aware of that can allow my heart to loosen its grip, because I'm not in that experience anymore, right? I'm here now in the present moment. So reminding my heart that that's in the past, and we are safe now. We can let go, we can receive, we can allow, we can open ourselves up and our hearts to even more love. We can expand our capacity even more to receive. And we are smart, and we are strong, and we're capable, and we're resilient, and we're resourceful, and we are Can't think of the word. The word has left me because I'm like so deep in the energy. Resourceful, resilient. Oh, discernment. That's what I was trying to say. Discernment. We have discernment, and we no longer ignore the red flags. We no longer ignore the warning signs. So that's what got me into trouble in the past. In the past, I ignored the warning signs. Why did I ignore the warning signs? Because the parts of me that wanted to be loved so badly, wanted to be accepted so badly. I was trying to get it from the outside, from other people, right? I was trying to get the love, the comfort. I wanted to feel safe and secure because inside of me was chaos and pain and hurt. And I didn't know how to process that. I didn't have a foundation. I didn't have a strong foundation yet inside of myself. It was very rocky. There was no foundation. It was like ups and downs and highs and lows, being on a roller coaster and not even knowing that I could have boundaries, not even knowing what ground, like I didn't know any of those things back then. I didn't have the tools and the techniques and things to support me. So I was living in like so much shame and pain, right? I didn't reach out to get help or support because that wasn't taught to me, right? Like my family and just like even like Asian conditioning is to not reach out for help. It's like deal with everything yourself. Had a lot of shame, right? Like don't tell people your problems, like you deal with it yourself. That was the programming, right? That has been passed down in my family. So I had to work through all of that to be able to feel safe, to even get supported. So just honoring all of that and whatever's coming up for you. I'm just sharing this from my own experience around control. But yeah, so I didn't have the foundation. I was going up and down all over the place, trying to grasp for love on the outside. And security on the outside and safety on the outside. So I would ignore the red flags, all the warning signs. I had to remind my heart that that was then, this is now. I created a strong foundation. I have discernment. I no longer ignore the warning signs. And just through that reminder to my heart was like, oh yeah, that's right. And it started to release its grip. Started to release the need to control and started to feel safer and safer, to open up again to connection with other people, to trusting myself even more and being able to trust others as well. And I'm continuing to journey through that, right? Continuing to expand in that area. So for you, whatever control is coming up for you, maybe it is in your heart. Just send love to your heart. And love to your heart and any parts of your body. Let's work on the body first. Any parts of your body where you may be gripping on out of fear. And if you do have the capacity, right? If you do have the capacity and the foundation, and you're just holding on to past stories and experiences, and remind your body, hey, we're safe now. You're safe now. I got this. I'm strong. I have tools now, I have techniques. I can reach out for support, right? I don't have to do this alone. And just remind your body so it can let go of the gripping. Wherever you're gripping on, wherever you're holding on, wherever you might be pushing away from allowing love or allowing support or allowing anything that you're calling into your life. Just allowing awareness to those places inside of you that's gripping, sending them love, holding space for those parts of you, letting those parts of you know that it's okay, that I got you. All your angels and guides are all around as well. They're holding space, right? It's okay. And then that's at the body, right? That's in the body, whatever you're feeling in your body. And then the energetics of it, right? The energetic patterns and programmings and stories that's causing you to hold on, right? and any coping mechanisms that's causing you to hold on. Any addictions. So addiction could be addiction to your old stories and patterns, right? It doesn't have to be just like a drinking thing or whatever. It can be like an addiction to a pattern, to a belief. So whatever addictions you have, you're just sending lots of love. And we're going to send love to the brain. Sending love to your brain. We're going to send love to your brain, to the neural pathways in your brain that's looping around over and over, the same stories. Allowing new energies, new pathways to come through to support you in healthier patterns and programs and beliefs. Worthiness, love, allowing yourself to receive support, allowing yourself to receive connection and love to yourself, to your body. Allowing yourself to trust yourself. And releasing anything that's not serving you in your most highest and vibrant self. Releasing the stories. Releasing the grip to the stories. Releasing any emotions that might be stuck. We're acknowledging the emotions. You're letting them flow, letting them move through you with so much love. You're not reliving anything, so you're not going into the memories. It's just the energies, the emotions. They're wisdom keepers. They have wisdom for you. And when you allow things to flow and you bring awareness to things, right, then you can receive the wisdom and the gifts. And while you loosen your grip, you're letting in more light, you're letting in more love, you're letting in more of God, of the universe, or of Source, or the divine. So much love and grace. It's safe for you to be supported. It's safe for you to be loved. It's safe for you to choose new stories, new habits, new programs. Or loosening up the grip on any addictions. Addictions to anything. Whether it is something, whether it is a drinking or a certain food or whatever. Right? Social media addiction. Whatever addictions are impacting you from really being with your own body, with your own self, with connecting to yourself, right? And again, building that capacity. As you continue to build the capacity within you, as you continue to strengthen your foundation within you, then the grip can start to loosen up even more. And you won't need those addictions anymore. And it's also shifting the patterns in your brain as well. You can shift the patterns in your brain by creating new pathways, right? You can break the patterns, break the habits. This is something I do in my client sessions as well. We're breaking the patterns, the old patterns, right? So that the new patterns can come through, and you do it energetically. It's so powerful when you do it at the energetic level. It literally shifts the pathways in the brain too. I can share with you, like I used to have alcohol. I used to drink a lot, like every weekend, and sometimes even more than that. And it wasn't just like 1 or 2 drinks. It was getting wasted, like completely wasted, and not remembering anything, like to drinking to the point of like blackout. Like that's, I was addicted because I was running away from myself. Like what I shared, like I didn't feel safe in my own body. Inside of myself, it just felt like so much pain and chaos, and I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel secure. That's why I was trying to grab it on the outside, right? And like I said earlier, I was ignoring all the red flags of the people that were not the right people for me, right, to be in a relationship with. But because I was so desperate to feel some sort of safety, some sort of connection, some sort of love, right, I ignored the signs and And that's why I had to remind myself, like, that's not the energy I'm in anymore. That's not, I've healed so much, right? Like, that's the old stuff. So sometimes we just have to remind ourselves, right? Remind those parts of us, hey, we're not in that place anymore. And then we bring those parts of us from the past, integrate it into the present, right? And then that's how you create even more safety, and you're calling these parts of you back to you, to the present, and you're getting more of your energy back, you're getting more of your power back. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Right? So let's call all of the energy back. Any energy, any parts of you that's living in the past, or any other parts, or any other places, even other past lifetimes, any other dimensions. Let's call these parts of you back to yourself, into the present moment, allowing them to integrate with infinite love, infinite light. Bringing all their wisdom, their gifts, the magic, the medicine. Letting in all the love of your infinite soul, the infinite you. Okay, but yeah, so what I was saying, right, about addiction, like to alcohol, like numbing myself out, that's all I knew. I would drink because I was numbing myself out, because I didn't want to feel all the pain that was inside of me and all the chaos that was inside of me, and that was the only way. I didn't know of a healthier way, right? I didn't know about energy healing. I didn't know all these things that I know now. So I'm able to hold space for those younger parts of me, release on the shame and the anger, the hurt, the pain, right? And continuing to, right, connect more and more to myself, right? And then it just continues to really integrate into me, into my body, into who I truly am. I don't have to run away anymore. I don't have to avoid anymore. I don't have to, right? Like I was saying, like when you cultivate that sense of safety, security, and love within you, then those addictions can naturally start to fade away, because you won't need them anymore. Of course, there's another part of it too, like there's a physical aspect, because when we are addicted, especially when it's like to alcohol or drugs or anything like that, then your body is depleted of like essential nutrients and minerals, and your brain is really depleted of glucose, so you're going to want to address it at the physical level as well. But yeah, the combination though is like your body knowing that it's safe, that you cultivated a strong foundation within you, that you're supported, that you're naturally going to stop doing those things. Also your nervous system, right? When your nervous system, you do the deep healing work in your nervous system, which is what I do with the energy work. We're doing nervous system work as well. I do this for myself. I do this in the client sessions. As your nervous system gets stronger and you start to feel stronger, and you no longer have to use those coping mechanisms anymore, right? Because you don't have to run away. Because they're running away because they feel like this, the stress, right? The fight or flight is still in the body. It's still running in the body, even though at the moment, in the present moment, you're now safe. So by healing those things, by regulating the nervous system, and you can do this through energy work, is so powerful. Like I've experienced so many shifts in my nervous system through this work, through the energy healing work, and also working on the brain, because the brain is part of the nervous system, right? Calming the brain down, right? Releasing those loopings that keep going on in the brain. You can do this energetically. It's so powerful, and you can shift things so much faster than just like talking about it. It's talking about it just stays at the surface level. It's good to talk about things because you got to get it out, right? If you're holding on to all this stuff, like energy in your mind, in your brain, you want to get it out. So yeah, talking about it is good. And then you also want to locate where it's in your body and feel it as well, so that energy can move, right? The energy that's been stuck in the body. And then you take it one step further, and the energetic level, you can shift things from the energetic level, which heals things, supports things on the physical level as well. The physical, emotional, and mental level gets supported by the energy level. So it all works together. And it's hard to explain this all into one video, but this is like the things that I do in the sessions and with my work. So you can get a session with me, a personalized session, a single session, or if you want to have the support, right? It's a base holding, the capacity so that we can really go deep in this. You have the consistency, right? You have the accountability, right? To really anchor these things in, create a super strong foundation for yourself. And so you can shift these patterns. It doesn't have to just be like alcohol. Like there's, like I said, like we can have addictions to our stories. We can have addictions to like people as well, right? And we're like clinging on to things. But again, when you can cultivate the nervous system support, the strong foundation, which I believe your nervous system is part of the foundational work, then you can start to make the bigger changes and shifts. But it starts first with your body feeling safe. Like you have to feel safe. You have to feel that you can be in your body, you can feel connected so that you can go deeper within. If you're trying to do like major like trauma healing or like anything like that where you're doing things that are really like intense, but you don't have the foundation, like a really good foundation, it's either gonna feel like really overwhelming or too much, or you're just not going to be able to do it. Like this, it's just not going to work because your body is going to just shut down or resist it. You got to be gentle. You have to be so gentle. Your body needs to feel safe. And doing it this way, in the way that I do it, is creating the gentleness and the love and the compassion. That's why I'm always talking about these things. I'm talking about these things because I had to do this. This is how I healed. I've healed so many things through this way that I'm sharing with you in all the videos, and also with my clients through the compassion, the love, the safety, the support, the grounding, the foundational stuff. The things that I feel like a lot of people just don't want to do or they just want to skip to the other things, or they don't want to be consistent with it, so they don't get to see the magic of it when you're actually very, very consistent. And even if you're already in a good place with your foundation, there is so much more magic when you deepen that. Like there's so many more layers. Like I'm learning that too. Like I was already in a good place for a while with my own feeling safe and knowing that I'm loved, knowing that I'm worthy. Like all that is so anchored into me. I don't ever have like a doubt that I'm not worthy. Like I know I'm loved. I know I'm worthy. Like there's nothing could ever shatter that ever again. Like it's deep inside. I've embodied it when before I didn't believe that. Like it's so embodied in me. It's who I am. I reprogrammed that. Like I know that with every fiber of my being and soul. That's why I talk about in my work, like you can have that too. You can reprogram your stories and shift your mind and your energy to create super powerful patterns and beliefs inside of you that just become so anchored inside, and nothing is going to ever take that away from you. Like nothing can take that away. Nothing is going to be able to like create like a doubt. Like you're just going to know that you're so loved and worthy, and like to operate through life from that place where it's so strong is I'm just trying to think about how it used to be when it wasn't like that for me, and all the decisions and choices and things I made in the past, or like the indecisions. I couldn't make a decision because I didn't trust myself, and now it's so much it's just strong and power, and it's so much better. So much better. So yeah, safety, support, all of that is so necessary. I think some people, like I was saying, some people want to overlook that. But if you take the time to do this, you can build upon it, right? Like a house. House needs a strong foundation. If you want to build a beautiful house, which I think the house is like the space that you can receive things. You can make your house beautiful, right? You can call in your desires, your intentions of the life you want to create. That's the house. But in order for the house to be able to stand tall and be strong, right? And to share its gifts from a place of abundant overflow, and to receive from a place of abundant overflow. To have a healthy, functioning house, it needs a foundation, right? It needs to be able to feel safe, that it can do all the things it wants to do and be the bright house with the lights all turned on and shining. Or turn the lights off when you want to go into, you need to go into hermit mode, right? You don't have to be shiny and bright all the time. Whatever the house wants to do. Whatever the house wants to do. I'm totally going off tangent, but I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say, right? You need the foundation. We need the foundation. So if you want to work with me, all the info is below. I'm sending you guys so much love. I love doing these videos. I know that they support you. I receive so many messages and comments of people letting me know like how much the videos help them, and even my healing downloads, like receiving like the comments people letting me know like the downloads really help them. Like that really just fills me up with so much joy, because like I'm sharing my gifts with the world. I know how powerful they are. I know that it's helping people transform their lives, and not just in their own personal life. It ripples into the world, right? Their relationships start to shift and transform as well. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in all of my clients' lives, even the downloads, even people who just get the downloads. They tell me all the time that their relationships are improving and things are shifting for them, like even career-wise. Like I hear it all. So I know the power of my work. I know what I can do. And I know that if we work together, if you feel guided, we're going to create powerful magic together. Because my magic and my medicine, connecting with your magic and your medicine, and all your angels and guides, and my angels and guides, your ancestors, my ancestors, so powerful and magical what we can do together. Like you can do it alone, and you're going to be so powerful. But when you work with someone, someone who knows what their magic and medicine is, and someone who can see your magic and medicine too, I don't know what to say about that. It's amazing. So I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm like so fired up. I'm like going on and on and on. But that's why I'm so passionate about it. Like I could talk about it forever because it truly changed my life. So I want that for everyone. So that's why I make the videos. That's why I put them all on YouTube for free. That's why I have the downloads. And that's why I have my one-on-one sessions. I have different stages and levels for everyone, right? So choose the one that you want to be at. Choose the one that works for you, that feels good for you. And let's go. Let's do this together. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.